So one of the things I like to say about the Bible is it's something that we can trust historically. That doesn't mean we can prove everything historically, because let's remember, all sorts of things can't be proven. If we say we only trust the Bible when each of its statements is verified by something outside the Bible, we're basically saying we don't trust the Bible. Like if we said that we only trust what a person says when there's someone else corroborating their word, we're saying we don't trust them. But what we can find with the Bible is lots of things that indicate its trustworthiness. So the basic story of the Old Testament has the right things happening at the right time. Abraham is leaving Mesopotamia and coming down to the land of Canaan around the time when lots of people were making that sort of journey. The Israelites are in Egypt at a time when there's very good evidence for Asiatic or Semitic people in Egypt. When Israel then comes into the land of Canaan, you have the kings, and King David has been shown to be a real historical figure. Things have been found with his name on from not far away from his reign. So as you go through the Old Testament, you can find the right sort of things for the time and place. That doesn't mean that everything's been verified. We haven't found Abraham's tents. I don't think we ever will. I don't think we'll ever find something written outside the Bible which says Abraham was here. It's not the sort of thing we'd expect a nomad to leave around. Many things have happened which leave no further record, but the Old Testament is very credible. If you think of the Old Testament as the national literature of the Israelites, I don't know any national literature that says as much negative about the people group from which it originates as the Old Testament. Well, surely that's a sign of its reliability. Normally people's national literature says lots of nice things about them. We could go to Egypt and we find that lots of the Egyptian monuments are telling us how good all of the Egyptian kings were. Well, it's the Egyptian king that put up the monument, it's propaganda. You read the book of Kings in the Old Testament, it's not royal propaganda, it's not commissioned by the kings to tell you how good they are. There's lots of evidence for the reliability of the New Testament. You can look at the book of Acts and just the details that it knows about what happened when early Christianity spread. It knows about the various places that are mentioned, it knows all sorts of details which you could only easily find out by traveling to those places. So in other words, we know the author did actually travel to those places. Within the Gospels, we see that the Gospel writers really do know about the geography of the land. They know when the land goes up and down. They talk about going up to Jerusalem, going down to Capernaum, or going down from Cana in Galilee to Capernaum, or going up into the hills from the Sea of Galilee. They know the cities and towns that are near the Sea of Galilee. They know where the tax collectors should be. They place all of these things in the right place. These are the sorts of signs that you have that show that the gospel writers really were familiar with the land.